and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Amy. I'm a program assistant at Baggett, and it's been a day. This morning I got up and I went to get a glass of water, and as I was pulling that glass out of the cupboard, it fell and shattered everywhere. So of course it's just this huge mess, and there's glass everywhere, and one of my favorite glasses is broken, and I look up and realize, you know what? I don't need these. So I took them all out of the cupboard and I smashed them all onto the ground because one of them was already ruined, so I might as well destroy the rest, right? Isn't that how it goes? Now, there might be a few of us that, you can relate to me. You're a bit of a perfectionist, and you can almost slightly see how that scenario seems totally legit, right? I mean, you ruined one class, you might as well just destroy all the rest of them and, start over, whatever. Most of us, though, can see that that might be a little bit of an extreme example. And just so you don't have to start putting in the comments that, I've lost my mind. It's okay. I didn't actually do that. I didn't even break a glass. I totally lied. Sorry. Anyway, it was just an example. But I have done that before where I've broken a glass and thought, maybe it's just time to get all new ones. And what does that even mean? Why does it matter? Or I've started to slip down the stairs. There's another example. I catch myself and I fix it. I don't throw myself down the rest of the steps because that wouldn't make any sense. However, those scenarios are fairly obvious, right? Like, you don't do that. But we do that with other scenarios. Maybe you overeat one day. You don't plan to, but a lot more calories go in than you intended. And then we think, oh well, maybe it's an oh well for the day, maybe it's an oh well for a week, maybe it's been an oh well for 37 years. I don't know. But we still have an oh well going on, right? Maybe you're in the middle of training for something and you miss one of your workouts. And so immediately, again, it's the oh well, I'm never going to do this, it's not going to happen. And so we don't do the next workout, and then we're not prepared and we, beat ourselves up about that. Maybe it's not even in those scenarios. Maybe it's at work. Maybe you miss a deadline and, you just start beating yourself up about not being capable. Or you make a mistake and you think that then everything you do is a mistake. And by the way, just so you know, when I'm saying these things, I can see myself on video and I am literally talking to myself. I mean, all the way around. I am that perfectionist and I expect it to be absolutely perfect all the time. Even when I'm starting out or starting again, I tend to expect myself to be exactly the place that I was before, learning a new skill. Oh, if I've seen somebody do it, that means I know how to do it. I mean, I watched a guy play a doctor on TV, right? So I could totally do that. And that's not exactly how it works. We have to practice and we have to experience things and we have to learn. And I'm telling myself this over and over again. And what's really important is we have to allow ourselves some grace. When we have these mistakes, when we do miss a workout, when we do overeat, saying, oh, well, is actually what causes the failure, down the road. It's when we say, you know what, it's okay. Let me take this as a learning experience of what doesn't work and then move on from it, build on that, and go in the right direction. So I want you to take a moment today, this week, whatever, and think about maybe those times that you've done that to yourself, that maybe you have expected perfection, where maybe you've given up on something because it didn't go perfectly the first time, but you really wanted to do it. You just kind of gave up because it didn't go right the first time. I mean, I can't imagine, I think about musicians and how many hours it takes to play certain things just perfectly. And yet sometimes even those who've played it a million times hit a wrong note here and there. So, it takes that time, it takes that effort, it takes that energy, and it definitely takes a little grace and a little self-forgiveness going on. So think about those things that, you've wanted to try, that you've wanted to do, that really, it's on your heart. It's something you want to work on. Or even those times at work that you maybe be beating yourself up for. Is it hindering you? What can you do to kind of fix that? Put in that perspective of what would you say to a friend, and practice a little grace and forgiveness on yourself. All right, we are in February. It is the month of love with Valentine's Day, so let's use this as one of the ways to show ourselves some love this week. All right, I hope you have a fabulous week, and we will see you next week.